Let's just stipulate, by the way, at the outset that whether or not you agree with WikiLeaks, what they do, even if you're appalled by WikiLeaks, I don't think there's a single piece of data they've ever released that has been proven to be false. And it's the same in this case.
New details tonight on yet another WikiLeaks email that could reveal troubling connections between the Clinton campaign and folks they're not supposed to be talking to.
These new emails are showing how these donors expect favors from the Clintons. The latest example would be this Ukrainian billionaire. Look at him, Viktor Pinchuk. Now, he met with Hillary Clinton while she was Secretary of State at a dinner, other events as well, and he donated at least $8.6 million to the Clinton Foundation while she was Secretary of State.
We are learning that the sister-in-law of John Podesta, the campaign chair, raked in six-figure fees lobbying Clinton's State Department, where Podesta, who is now Clinton's campaign chair, as I mentioned, served as a senior advisor for her.
An explosive new email showing that Bill Clinton lined up a cool $6 million for the Clinton Foundation from Sheikh Mohammed of Ethiopia with a mere phone call. One aide writing that it would be crazy to go all the way to Ethiopia for a conference for the former president to do that, quote, unless Sheikh Mo, as he was referred to, has sent us a $6 million check. Interesting, because this is happening as the Clinton campaign now says if Hillary Clinton is elected, the foundation will swear off foreign money. Well, another new email we see today shows that in 2015, she privately wanted the flow of foreign money to continue as long as there is more disclosure. And Bill Clinton also wanted foreign donations to continue. He said if they're submitted to, quote, an independent body for review, the obvious challenge with this is that there is no independent body to make that review. So you can see from that graphic that maybe it could be submitted to the Clinton White House if there is one, or the Clinton State Department. But the obvious problem there being who's the independent umpire in a Clinton White House or a Clinton State Department saying, okay, this foreign money's okay.
Kim Strassel wrote an op-ed in today's Wall Street Journal. It's a lead op-ed talking about this relationship between Teneo, a corporation that's set up as a PR/lobbying firm to unite Bill Clinton, access to Bill Clinton with these big donors, Coca-Cola, UBS, Dow Chemical, $19 million goes through Teneo, ends up in Bill Clinton's pocket. These aren't massive, massive crony agreements. And what Kim draws the line, she says, the Clintons don't have that line. There's a blurred line between what's charitable activities and what goes right into the Clinton coffers. Hillary Clinton was at the State Department. Doug Band, Cheryl Mills, Huma Abedin were jumping between State Department, Clinton Foundation, and Teneo. And herein lies the problem. Because so you can say, all right, so Bill Clinton ingratiated himself to the tune of about $116 million through the access that he was providing, Teneo was providing. But the Clinton Foundation is separate. No, it's not. The Clinton Foundation was also taking money from them too. So Teneo would say, hey, you want access to Bill Clinton?
Right.
He's the former president. Right. That's fine. We'll give you access. You need to pay $500 grand for Bill Clinton to speak, or you need to make a donation to the Clinton Foundation, and we'll provide access. It's really incestuous what they did.
And that's not opinion.
And this
that's
is
in the email.
That's in years of this they've been doing
this. This is fact. This is not opinion. This is what they wrote.
A top Justice Department official involved with overseeing the investigation of Huma Abedin is a bigger pen pal with John Podesta than first known. A new email raises conflict of interest questions because it shows Peter Kadzak gave Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman a heads up about her email problem in May 2015. Quote, oversight hearing today where the head of our civil division will testify, likely to get questions on State Department emails, Kadzak wrote Podesta. Another filing in the FOIA case went in last night, or will go in this AM, that indicates it will be a while, 2016, before the State Department posts the emails. The tip about Clinton's email production to the public slowing down was sent from Kadzak's Gmail instead of his Justice Department account, which would have been a public record. Now out because of WikiLeaks, which earlier revealed Podesta praising Kadzak, a college buddy, for representing him in Kenneth Starr's probe, writing in 2008, "Fantastic lawyer, kept me out of jail." Also out today, an email with more evidence Clinton's own aides had deep concerns about pay-to-play allegations at the Clinton Foundation when she released personal tax returns in 2015. Spokesman Brian Fallon emailed colleagues that reporters would dig into, quote, overlap between paid speech hosts and campaign and foundation donors that could fuel pay-to-play storylines. Fallon added they could be vulnerable over Bill Clinton's consulting, especially the one with Laureate, a for-profit college that gave the former president president nearly $18 million over 5 years to be an honorary chancellor. Another email offers a window into major donors to the foundation who may want to collect favors if Hillary Clinton is elected.
Mark Rich made massive contributions to the Clinton Foundation before, during, or after he gets pardoned by President Clinton mysteriously. Mark Rich dealt oil with the Iranians during the oil embargo in the 70s and again in the 80s.
Yep.
I mean, it's amazing some of the stuff they did. There is so much pay to play and so much likely corruption going on.
They brought the 2014 Nonprofit Lawyer of the Year out of retirement to go through the foundation and look at the documents, and her findings were amazing. She said that the oversight required by federal charity law, none of it was in place there. She said donors expected a quid pro quo in return for their contributions. You have people at other networks saying the foundation has to be closed. Oh my goodness, that horse is out of the barn. I mean, these people have already paid the Clintons $12 million in the case of the King of Morocco. He's looking for payback. It says it right there in their documents. They expect something down the road. They've already paid, and when she goes to the White House, she's going to pay all these people back. The Saudis, Abu Dhabi, King of Morocco, Goldman Sachs, all of the people that paid her expect favors.
At the very least, she's got to prove that she won't be doing that.
Breaking tonight, new controversy for Donna Brazile as the interim DNC chair and former CNN contributor finds herself once again accused of stacking the deck for Hillary Clinton.
On March 5th, while she was working as a commentator for CNN, Brazile emails the Clinton campaign manager giving a heads up about a woman with a rash who would be asking a question about lead problems in Flint, Michigan. Well, the very next day, CNN hosted a town hall meeting debate in Flint, Michigan, in which that very question was asked. And then on March the 12th, Brazile tells a Clinton campaign staffer that she got a question from a debate co-moderator, Roland Martin. The very next day, CNN hosted another town hall debate, and that question about the death penalty was asked verbatim.
Bob Creamer is the Democratic consultant caught on the Project Veritas tapes talking about how to stir up violence at Trump rallies. Creamer, who visited the White House 342 times, was also heard on tape discussing his daily conference calls with the Clinton campaign and saying that Hillary Clinton herself approved of his tactics. Now a leaked email appears to link Creamer with Clinton campaign manager Robbie Mook. The tapes led to Creamer's resignation and another operative being let go.
On the day the New York Times broke word that Hillary Clinton had been using a private email account, on that same day, Secretary Clinton's now campaign chairman reportedly told staffers they needed to, quote, dump some emails.
The problem for the campaign, of course, is that the FBI, in its previous leg of this entire investigation of the Clinton server, said that at the end of that very month, March 2015, somebody at that Colorado IT company that was overseeing the server used BleachBit and deleted thousands of emails.
So you say, that actually this blows Watergate away in your view, what the Clintons have done, what Hillary has done. Why? I mean, get specific on that.
Well, the pay for play. I mean, the foundation that gives less than 6% of the money to charity.
Kim Strassel points it out, and she calls it grifters.
Chelsea's running the foundation.
Grifters in chief, which means, you know what a grifter is? A grifter shows up and takes everything, invited or not, they show up and they don't leave until they get everything they could possibly get.
Bob Woodward of Woodward and Bernstein said on this network about a week ago that having a private foundation taking foreign contributions from foreign governments while she was Secretary of State, he said that's not unseemly. He said, quote, it's corrupt.
Inside and outside the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the agents have said to me they consider the director to be a dirty cop. They consider Loretta Lynch to be politically corrupt. They believe she should be disqualified from participating in any of this investigation because she prevented 2 grand juries in both subject matter areas. They say that because no grand jury was used in the original investigation of Hillary Clinton's private server, they did not discover the Wiener laptop. If there had been a grand jury, subpoenas, and search warrants, that laptop would have been discovered 1 year ago.
I've been pretty tough on Jim because I think the investigation was not a real investigation. There was no grand jury, no subpoenas, no search warrants. And that's not an FBI criminal investigation. That's not the way they're conducted.
Why? Why would he do that?
I just think he could, for whatever reason, he didn't stand up to the politics of this thing for some reason. I can't get in his head. Okay. I thought he was a great guy. I think he's done the right thing now. I think he had no choice. He's between the rock and a hard place. I mean, for the New York office and other offices to be giving him this information about what's on Anthony Weiner's computer. It's got to be something very substantial.
It's a code red moment.
Yeah, it's a code red moment. I mean, they only had the metadata initially. They have authority to look at certain things about Weiner, and his activities.
Yeah, and they see the metadata there, and
they see the metadata, and they see all this metadata, and they probably look at a few of these things just to get an idea of actually what's there. Does it involve Weiner? And they see some smoking guns or some big explosions.
So they bring it up. I mean, they bring it up actually to the second in command, is what we're told. And then some time passes, and suddenly Comey's like, wait, what? And he comes out. Now, do you believe, because, some people say the FBI's gotten a black eye. They got a black eye in July when Comey didn't indict, but then came out and said she was a liar, basically.
Yeah.
And then this time around, the roles are reversed.
Yeah, but let me be clear about one thing. The FBI getting a black eye is not the agents. It's not the guys that work there and the girls that work there and the ladies that work there. It's the people that run the organization for whatever reason did what they did. But I think now he had no choice. I mean, if he's getting this major information, what is he going to do? Talk about it after it leaks out?
The Clinton Foundation investigation is so expansive, they have interviewed and re-interviewed many people. They describe the evidence that they have as, quote, a lot of it, and there is an avalanche coming every day with Wikileaks and the new emails. They are, quote, actively and aggressively pursuing this case. Remember, the Foundation case is about the pay for play. The classified investigation is being run by the National Security Division of the FBI. We learned that there is a confidence from these sources that her server had been hacked. It had been hacked by at least 5 foreign intelligence agencies, and they believe that things had been taken from that. Remember the immunity deal that supposedly Cheryl Mills and Heather Samuelson, 2 top aides for Hillary Clinton, got from the Justice Department, in which it was believed that the laptops that they had, after a narrow review for classification emails, were going to be destroyed by the FBI. We have been told that those definitively have not been destroyed. They are at the FBI field office here in Washington and are being exploited.
What about the role of the Department of Justice in terms of, we know that the Department of Justice resisted some things the FBI wanted in the email investigation. How about the department's role in this aspect of the investigation, that involving the foundation?
Yeah, this source and 2 sources say it has not been easy. They have not. It has not been a smooth process. They believe that they are moving forward effectively now, but there has been some angst about Attorney General Loretta Lynch and what she has done or not done. She obviously did not impanel or go to a grand jury from at the beginning.
This does not sound like something that's going to be completed anytime soon, which suggests that if Hillary Clinton is elected, she will take office with not 1 but 2 serious investigations of her past conduct hanging over her.
Definitely. And I pressed again and again on this very issue. And these sources said, yes, the investigations will continue. There's a lot of evidence. And barring some obstruction in some way, they believe they'll continue to likely an indictment.
Wow.
It's this vast right-wing conspiracy